Hey everyone, welcome to this latest module inside your Sales Rails Forge membership area. So today we're going to look at how we can trigger our sequences using an m.me link. This is really useful if, for example, you want the sequence to be triggered through a button on your website or by sharing a link wherever you might be doing that inside an email, on a web page, however you might do that, and it's actually very straightforward to achieve. So here we are inside our Sales Rails bot manager. We are going to build this sequence, that the m.me link is going to trigger. We're going to build it inside the Sales Rails agency page. And the reason that I'm doing that is because what I want on my Sales Rails agency website page is a button that says book now, so that a potential customer can book an appointment with me, book a call with me, schedule a call with me, and we want to be able to do that through a sequence. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, and I thought I would share that with you right here. So there are a couple of ways we can do this. We could click on create new flow here, and then we can attach an action button, and then we can define an m.me link inside that. Or we can scroll down here to messenger engagement, and we can do it through here and create the flow via this m.me link builder. They both are essentially the same, except if you do it through this route, what happens is the action button gets preloaded into the flow builder, so that makes it a little bit easier to do. So we're going to click flow builder here. On our screen you can see we've got our startbot flow box as we always do, and then we've got this action button connected, and it is pre-assigned as a messenger engagement plugin. It is pre-assigned even further than that to be an m.me link, and it gives us some options. So we can build a button right here, and the system will generate some code which we can paste into our website, and the button will appear. Or, depending on what web builder we're using, we can put a button in place and then attach the m.me link to that button, which is the route I'm going to take. So I'm not going to go into too much detail in terms of designing the button inside this system, but suffice to say, you can do that, and it works very nicely. And we're going to click done, because that's all that we need to do here, apart from put in a reference. There we go. So this actually is going to build us a button, but as I say, I'm not going to use that. So here I need a title. So this is going to be called agency book. Cool. And if I already had a sequence built, I could choose it from this drop down box and we would be done, essentially, which would be awesome, but I don't. So we're going to click done here, and I'm going to build the sequence right here. So the first thing, so someone's going to be on my website, they're going to click a button that says book a call, and then this sequence is going to launch. So the first thing is we want to see a text, and that text is going to say, hey fname, I want them to know that they are talking to an automation, right? So if you've read my Unleash the Bots ebook, you will know that this is a big deal. We want people to understand that they are talking to automations and not to real people. We're not trying to fool anyone. We're not trying to trick anyone. We want them to be very clear about what we're doing here. So I am Sally for the the Sales Rails automated assistant. Let's get you booked in for that call. So far, so very straightforward, right? There's nothing outrageous here. We've told them that this is an automation that they're talking to. Have I got too many S's there? I think I've got too many S's there, haven't I? Let's just delete one of those. Spelling's important. Spelling's not really important in these things, but it's important to me. And we'll click done. Okay, so that's the first message. Now, what am I trying to get out of this? I'm trying to get them to schedule a call, but also I'm trying to get their contact information so that I can follow up. They've clicked a button, they've expressed an interest. So first things first, let's get their email address, right? So how do we do that? Well, as you will probably remember, we need to do that via a user input flow. So let's bring that up here. So we're going to add a new input flow. We're going to call this book call email capture. So remember, all of these things become available in other sequences. So the better you name them, the more time you save your future self, the kinder you are to your future self. So don't put random words or things that you're not going to remember in the future here. So we want a free keyboard input. We're going to say, so we said, I'm Sally, the Sales Rails automated assistant. Let's get you booked in for that call. So now we're going to say, first, confirm your email address below. And we're saying confirm because, remember, we're doing this inside Facebook Messenger. And inside Facebook Messenger, we can pre-populate the email address. So we're just going to give them some helpful signals as to where they need to take their next action. The reply type is an email. We're going to save it to the system field email. We don't need to select a custom field. This is all built in already. This is what I was looking for. For some reason, I couldn't see it. Attach email quick reply. So this is the thing that we need. This is where the system is going to pre-populate this potential customer's email address. And we're going to click done. We don't want them to skip this. You don't give me your email address, you're not getting a call. Done. Now, that could be all that we need, but actually this person has raised their hand and said that they want to engage with me. I'm going to get as much information from them as they can. So I'm going to have a new question. That new question is also going to be a free keyboard input. Now we're getting a phone number. We're going to attach a phone quick reply. So if they already have a number associated with their Facebook account, which lots of people do, this is going to pre-populate it. So we said first confirm your email address. We're going to ask for their mobile number as well. Again, we're going to be helpful. We're going to point them to where the next action needs to be. We're going to save to a system field, phone. Now, currently, I'm not assigning them to any sequences, but I would actually want to do that. So in another video somewhere inside Sales Rails Forge, I will show you how to build that sequence. This is where, if I'd already built it, which I haven't, but if I had, this is where it would be. We're going to click done. And that is our final reply in this sequence. So this is Booker call email and phone. So remember, the postbacks are really important. The postbacks are whenever your subscriber sends something back to you, back into the system. We need to be able to identify that, because maybe we want to send this information to another system, to MailChimp, to GetResponse, to ActiveCampaign, who knows what. So in that postback, we need to say what data have they just sent back to us, and in this postback, we are getting their email address and we are getting their phone number. Okay, now let's have some more text. Probably what I would put in there is a little GIF celebrating, but I haven't prepared one, so we're just going to skip straight onto the text and just confirm you are happy to hear from us via email and SMS. Our good citizens of the world emojis. We're going to put a quick reply here. They've only got one option. It's going to say confirm. This is going to be called Booker call contact confirmation. So this is our equivalent of if we were in a web form and we put in our email address and we put in our phone number, and then there's a little checkbox that says just confirm you're happy to receive communication from us. This is the equivalent of that checkbox inside our chat sequence. So they've confirmed. Now we're going to say awesome. Click below to book a time that works for you. We can't wait to hear about what you want to achieve. We're going to click done. And now we're going to have a button. So remember, quick replies. This looks like a quick reply in the world of this sequence. But a quick reply is just an assumed response. It's just going to send the subscriber's response straight back to us. A button does something else. A button can link to an external web address. This is going to say click to book. It's going to go to a web URL. And then in here, we can put in any booking service that we might use, whether that be Calendly, whether that be, I think the AppSumo one's called TinyCal, I think, which is incredibly cost effective. So that will, inside the chat, that will open a browser that will give your customer some options to book the call. And it's really as easy as that. I'm just going to put in I can't even remember if that's right, but let's say that this was my booking link. Now I can click save. You can see this has been stored successfully. And now if I go back to where we were, it's going to take me back to the bot manager. You can see agency book a call, and then if I go to messenger engagement and show a list here, you can see that same sequence is now in here. We can get our JavaScript code by clicking there, and if I click this code and embed it on my website, it's gonna insert the button that we designed inside the builder, and that works perfectly fine. My website is a little bit more complex than that, and I have buttons in different places. So all I really need it to do is take the m.me link, which is right here. We're going to click copy. And now I'm going to be able to connect that m.me link to a button that is already existing on my website. So if I go over here to Groove, so my website is built inside groove.cm. I would highly recommend it. We're going to go to manage site here. You can see up here I have a button that says book a free call. Now if I want to configure the settings of that button, you can see I have some options. I can connect it to another page, I can connect it to a block inside the website, a blog post, a Groove cart, even a pop-up. But what I want to connect it to is a URL. In here I'm going to paste my m.me link. I want it to open in a new tab, so when someone is on my website, they book on that button to click a free call. This is going to then open and we're going to update that and close. I'm going to save my website. I'm going to publish this, so you can see that this website is still a bit of a work in progress. I haven't finished the menu in the header yet. That's my next job. But if I go over to this site, if I hover over it, I can see that my m.me link is indeed connected. I'm going to click it. And it's going to bring me into Facebook Messenger. And you can see suddenly, hey Andrew, I'm Sally, the Sales Rails automated assistant. Let's get you booked in for that call. First, confirm your email address below, exactly as we built it. And now, I don't know about you, I think that's pretty cool. And once my calendar service is connected to that last button, I'll go through this. My potential customers will go through this. They will give me their email address. They'll give me their mobile phone numbers. Those will be saved into the system. I will be able to email and text in the future. Yeah, how cool is that? So there are all sorts of use cases for M.me links. I encourage you to think creatively, but this is how you build them. It's really that straightforward. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I'll see you on the next video.